Day 173, it's about 8 o'clock, and today it's going to be expensive and suck. Rained most of the night again, and not only did I notice the roof dripping in a slightly new spot this time, pretty close to the old one, so it's still the original leak up there somewhere letting the water in. That's not even the really annoying part. Last night I was down here playing fetch with Chloe, and I've got her little toy chest down there, and I sit on the floor next to it and I throw it down on the other end of the room, and she fetches the stuff and brings it back. So I'm sitting down here, and I look over to the right, and I notice the molding along the wood floors is bowing out a little bit. There's about 1/8 of an inch gap where it's pulling away from the baseboard. And when I see that, when I see wood moving, the first thing I think is water damage. I'm like, oh crap. And the wall I'm looking at doesn't have anything behind it except the roof. So I look over at it and pull it back, and it's not water damage, it's worse. It's termites. So I ripped off the baseboard, and all that you see is dirt and chewed up wood, and there were some live ones in there. Basically, they're just subterranean termites that we've had before in a different spot in the house back in '08, coming up and munching on the house. So I've got, and that was like $1,100 last time they were out here. So I've got 4 places I want to come out and take a look, give me quotes. Terminix is supposed to be here, well, anywhere between 20 minutes ago and 10. And then I've got Orkin, Massey, and a local place that I want to have take a look. So fun. It's just living in Florida life, basically. Okay, it's about 10:30. I had Terminix and Orkin back out here. Terminix had originally treated the house in '08. I don't know if they did it before that, but that's the first time that we owned the house that we had them out. Anyway, this is obviously in a new spot from the last time, so it's a different problem from the last time. I didn't see any swarmers. This just had some, crawlers in the tubes. A lot of dirt coming up, obviously. Let me show you. All the brown stuff you see is dirt. What they do is they tunnel up underneath. There's dozens of tunnels under the house. They just find whatever crack, and it looks like right behind here is our master shower. And I do see some bubbling here on the paint. This was not here just a few months ago when I painted the wall. So there's an active leak. I'll have to have that fixed also right away. But this area will have to be spot treated, and then they have to drill around the entire perimeter of the house again. They're going to use a different type of bait this time. They used a liquid back then. They said they don't use it anymore because it only lasts a year, and they've got some other chemical bait that they use. The Orkin guy showed up while Terminix was here. Terminix was a little late and Orkin was a little early, so they kind of overlapped. Didn't mean to do that, but pretty much as soon as the Orkin guy came, and he said, I'll come back when Terminix is done. And it's a professional thing. It's no big deal. I mean, it happens to photographers all the time. We get shopped by brides and whatever, and that's totally normal. It's business. But the Terminix guy's like, okay, I'll knock $400 off if you sign right now. I'm like, ugh. I can't turn that down. It was just a smoking deal. Not that it was cheap. It was $1,000 even. So slightly under the $1,100 of last time, but still a big freaking chunk of change that I really did not want to spend right now. This has been hell of a couple months. $1,000 for the garage door, roof problems, now $1,000 for termite, plus I'm going to have to pay several hundred at least to fix the plumbing in the shower. I don't even know what's wrong with it yet. Plus I'll probably have to be repainting here. I got to buy some more crown molding because it's gone. I mean, basically it was the veneer, the paint, everything else was gone. It just peeled right away. The termites, they really do eat everything. We had some damage in the garage, and it was before we had bought the house. It wasn't active when we did, but there's a foot missing of a 2x4 stud. Just the veneer of the outside was present, and it was completely hollow. They munch everything. And that's what they did here. There's part of the joist that's gone. I mean, it just doesn't exist. It's just floating here. So yeah, they're supposed to come back today in about 4 hours to do the repairs, and it'll take a few hours for that to happen. It took like 6 hours last time because they had drilled through so much concrete around the perimeter of the foundation to inject all the stuff. But we'll see how long it takes. They're supposed to be here around 2. So that's it. Yay, more big bills. Well, more news. Can't say it's really great. It's about 1 o'clock. Terminix is here and they have started treatment. He's going around the outside right now, drilling holes and placing bait traps, clawing a bark. And I took a look at the damage some more, and it looks like, hey, it looks like the master shower, which is on the wall that has all the damage and stuff, was built incorrectly. Stop. Go on. And it looks like it's just a whole bunch of moisture seeping around the edges and probably the bottom tiles of the shower. Doesn't really shock me because a lot of this house was built by the previous owner, who was a complete jackass and messed a ton of stuff up. So wouldn't surprise me in the least if that was just cobbled together and he just plastered some tile on it. The shower door needs to be replaced too. It's cracking off its hinges. The actual aluminum is splitting. So I don't know. I'll have to get some quotes on that. I don't know if a straight plumber does that kind of work or if it's a contractor and a plumber. I don't know. I'm not a home improvement guy. You know, mechanical things, electronic things, that's me. Home improvement, construction, plumbing, carpentry, nope. Hate it. Don't understand it. Bad at it. Not my thing. Just, I know it's really expensive. So, that's what's going on. He's going to have to come back because I have to gut the shower down to bare concrete, and then he's got to drill through that. And we have to see if there's even more structural damage to the studs, and then it gets rebuilt up. So it looks like we'll be using our guest bath for the foreseeable future. Fun, fun. That is it for today. I've had enough. See you guys tomorrow.